anything to get me through the night. A promise in the morning I'll quit. Anything to get me, 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 with me. I think I need a dopamine hit. Anything to make me feel alive. A promise in the morning I'll quit. I just wanna know if I'll survive. Ooh, I'm exhausted. Why is everyone always talking? Ooh, I'm so empty. If I wanna lose control, would you let me, let me? I think I need a dopamine hit. Anything to make me feel alive. A promise in the morning I'll quit. I just wanna know if I survive. I think I need a dopamine hit. Anything to get me through the night. A promise in the morning I'll quit. Anything to get me through the
All right, it's Friday. Let's get right into it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, SF Penguin, Sugar-Free Penguin. I go by many names, many monikers, but today you could call me that guy. But what are we doing today? We are gonna just fool. We're gonna just ball. We're just gonna be doing what we normally do. We're gonna just be playing a bunch of random games. I don't know how long these games run for, so I don't know how long the actual stream is gonna be. But if you are here, I do appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share, let everybody know what's up. Before we get into it, stop the music. Huh. That is such a banger though, man. CS really did put me onto that. So shout out CS. I'm gonna run our little intro and then we're gonna get straight into the game. But just remember, I love you.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up cause my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. I just got off a tour, finna go on another one. Album done, finna drop me another one. Couple ends, finna run up another one. Super Bowl ring, straight had to go double. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up cause my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
All right, and let's get right into this. This game is not suitable for children or the easily disturbed. It includes depictions of horror elements, humans, animal violence, and death, abuse, animal relations, disturbing images, loud noises, flashing lights, or individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, or certain fear. Phobias may not have a safe experience playing this game. For a full list of content trigger warnings, go to the About section of the game. This is your content warning. If you have any of these phobias, fears, frights, scares, jumps, if you're allergic to flashing lights, loud noises, disturbing images, click off now. This is your final warning because it's time to get spooky. Please take care of yourself. Okay. Do not take this cat home. Or what? What are you gonna do? Yo, you guys can't even see it, but that's what it says behind me. What happens if we actually click the about? You find a cat on your day off from your day off. From there, you decide what happens next. Or do you? Content trigger warning contains spoilers. Never mind. Let's just start. You're not having a great day as usual. Okay. Is this like a story game? Okay. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. Relatable. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. And let the rain pour. All in nothing needed more. Because. Anyways. Typically, but. Maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. True, true, true. It's raining because I exist. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Very true, very true. Right? You turn to head home when... Meow. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing people around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. It is pouring rain. But none of them react to the sound at all. What? Curiosity guides your steps. You follow the sound to the entrance of the dark, dingy alleyway. Am I about to get mugged? You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. That's what it sounds like when I walk. Clip clop. Because I have flippers. Clip clop. Meow. Meow. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in the big cardboard box. Oh my god, the cutest little cat I've ever seen. What's going on, Whiskers? What are we gonna name the cat? I feel like that's what we should be, like, concerned about. That's what we should be worried about. Because obviously we're gonna take it home. I mean, it's not even in question. That is adorable. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. Yeah, what other creature meows? Wait a minute, let me think. Can't. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Oh! Ah! Look at the little paws! It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and it looks at you. Stop looking at me like that. I already want to take you home. Kawaii desu. I'm kidding. It's so cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think that you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. We're gonna regret saying that. Call this a spoiler warning. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? And then that's considered littering and that's a crime. The cat doesn't answer you. Okay? The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. Oh! It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, watching me, watching you. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. As if waiting for you to make the next move. Do we dare take the cat home? Or do we dare not take the cat home? We read that wrong. Do we not take the cat home? Like the game title says, or do we take the cat home? We take the cat home. We must fall through with our agenda. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding on to it in front of you. Why not? Meow. You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close, and it rips off your fucking head and game over. You didn't realize it, but it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathed easier as you press it into your chest, your rock hard, sexy chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, he liked that. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and then take it to the shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Tips Fedora. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. Up special attack, down attack. Very nice apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you live alone in. Not anymore. Now I have the cat. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Yeah, because we have so many dead things in there, of course. Even if it's just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set out about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on the top. You put some cat food on a saucer and then click your tongue to call the cat over, like... It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food, and it hates it. And completely ignores it, exactly. Not hungry, I guess. You try to not let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you've spent your hard-earned cash on it. Yes, the cat that we found in the gutter, in the rain, in a box, does not understand the concept of money. Good call, narrator, good call. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here, and if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your leg with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thank you. Dude, I'm not reading. I'm not actually, I can't, I'm actually not reading anymore. I'm not reading the sentences. I'm just reading the first letter and guessing the word. Anyways, it follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Sandwich. What kind of sandwich are we talking, though? Bread, toasted. Oh, that's a good start. Mayo and mustard spread. Okay, we're getting a little adventurous now. Turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Oh, now that's a sandwich. Tomato. Huh? Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. Baka. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops onto the counter and grabs the knife and stabs you straight through the heart. Game over. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It's just a... You watch as the cat starts to... Lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. Lord have mercy, what is wrong with my cat? Are we serious right now? Mm-mm-mm. Disgusting. Hey, your blood. Sorry. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has almost been completely licked clean. The cat sits back staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? I don't know anything about cats, to be fair, so it could be absolutely normal. Oh, that sounded like a different meow, though. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyways. What's one night of awkwardness? True, we're not. It's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering your finger cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich. While you're cleaning up the kitchen. While you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. It's a tiny little stupid little baby cat. It's a kitten. That's the word that I'm looking for. It's just a little kitten. It's just a little baka kitten. What can a little stupid little baka kitten do? Nothing. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner. Untouched. What? Oh, come on, enough already. You shove it away with a little bit more forcefully, this time out of the annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and then dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have any idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of the local vet, you pick up your landline. Did the cat just turn off the light? I like penguin on pizza. I'll end this shit right now, brother. Don't test me. What's going on, man? Welcome back. The lights just went out? Was? Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. The cat? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Roasted is fat. Oh my lord. Wait, what? Must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find out it's out of batteries. Okay. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving it out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. And what's standing in front of you is a 6'6" big black cat with big yellow eyes ready to pounce at you and rip off your flesh. Oh, nothing. It's quiet. Too quiet. Oh, dude, come on. I wrote this story. You gotta be kidding me. Did the rain stop? But then, who's messing with the lights? Nosferatu! Kidding. You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I do not like that. I really don't like that. The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you. Almost staring through you. In fact, you almost feel intimidated. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are all lit up. Does that say kill? I can't read. And going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's saying help? There's no way that says help. It's Kill. Unless there's another word in there that says help. You might be onto something. It might say help kill. Why would it say that? Or kill help? It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. I'm afraid? I'm not afraid. You think I'm afraid of a little cat? A little kitten? A little baka? A little silly Billy? No, not me. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But, am I getting roofied? As soon as that thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Okay? Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round. I'm trying to read, and it does that, and I can't react. What just happened? Okay. The flashlight flickers. Oh. I'm not scared. I might be a little scared. Maybe just a little scared. Oh, it also says 666. Thanks. Thanks for that. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that detail. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind and your ass. The silence punctures with a rapid pumping of your blood in your heart. It's overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if the answer will make sense of everything that is happening. This is why you get a dog. W take, actually. Let me cook. You might be onto something. The order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce. Again, I want to remind everybody, the cat literally is just a kitten, but waiting. But waiting. What are we waiting for? But we're waiting. Waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. I'm petrified. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel it's impatient. It's too eager. You don't know how you know it. How you don't know. You might not. You might not. You know. You know. You know. You are. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it's clearly as if it had whispered. Oh my god, that was in my actual fucking head. I didn't like that. Did the cat whisper that to me? Impossible. Cats can't talk. Only penguins. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even if you did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you. Makes you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement. Of action. But you're still weak from the fear that grips on your mind and your ass. Your legs tangle together underneath you. In the haste, you fall to the ground. That's the noise I make when I fall. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. Is there a knife in my foot, or is there's just a Lego piece on the floor, guys? No worries. Don't worry about it. At first, you think you've broken your ankle. But something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath of it. It's blood, brother. You hear a sound of metal scraping on the tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. The knife! Winded from the fall, you look in a daze and see the object glinting in the strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Who opened the door? Thoughts of how, when, who, what, in regards to you implicitly opening the door screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife! And still tinted red from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly. Gulp. At the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. Dear God, it's back. It's the Predator! Anyways, when you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing Golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows and the light from the doorway. I thought it was actually moving towards me, and I was getting actually nervous. But then again, I forgot. I'm not scared of a cat that small. I'm kidding, I'm terrified. It pads lightly over to the knife as if skipped in delight, and bends down to lap up the blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. Why don't I just run now? The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath discordant against the static now piercing your skull. I'm learning so many new words today. The dryness of your tongue spreads to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray that you've taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Who are you looking at right now? Who do you see when you talk to me? I'm the one who knocks. Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching, as if considering to act. I'll punch the shit out of this cat, brother. Act pouncing forward. Pounce. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The house, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse at the bloody imprint on your injured foot. Leaves you wake in every impact as it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of the eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by the long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? I gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by. Let me cook. I appreciate it, dude. Chat, do we look behind us or do we keep running? Oh my god. So what's the really tall thing behind me if the cat's in front of me? I have no idea. Let's look behind us. Lord have mercy, I think I may have made the wrong decision. Uh-huh. Interesting. How very, very interesting. Dude, I'm scared. Ending 0, it begins. What? Are you serious? Okay, cool. We can load right back in. Okay, so we don't really lose where we are at. But what? How interesting. How very, very interesting. What the fuck does that mean? Keep running. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. What? You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you've... What? Am I crazy? Oh my god, it's just a demo. I'm so fucking oh my god, that's it. Are you kidding me? Okay. This game kind of got me hooked, though. Damn it! Something happens, you think anyways, you can't really remember what. I don't think there's this many endings? No, there's not. Hold on. Don't take the cat home. What happens if we just leave? With a sigh, you take a decisive step back. As cute as the cat is, you really can't afford to be taken in as a pet on a whim. Rent's coming up soon. Responsible man. And your job doesn't exactly leave you rolling in dough. You give the cat a sad nod? Sorry, good luck out here, okay? And then the cat fucking murders you in the alleyway and you're never seen again. You turn around and leave the cat in the alley behind. Rain picking up. Time to head home. Nyat, a fool. Sick nasty. So, that was quick. So did we get... I thought it just said we got a new ending. I guess there really can't be this many endings, right? Like, I can't be crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's different. That was different. That might have been different. Hold on. You're walking, right, of course. The first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did that. The weather is absolutely perfect today. This is a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibility of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost missed it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guides your steps. You follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward. The loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softens your steps. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, you timidly enter when it softens your steps. Yep. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, a big cardboard box with a stupid-ass cat in it. It's a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. It's pretty, yellow eyes. We already read all this. Yeah. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's just so cute. So... You look so... familiar. Ah, deja vu. I've been in this place before, right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. No, I'm alright, thank you. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you, or getting this close like other strays have in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. Okay, I feel like in this game we're gonna get a lot of scenarios that were, why does the cat look so bored with me already? Well, why not? Right? Oh, he's just so excited. Let's get you out of here, yeah? We consider... But that would be a waste of time. Huh? You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. You live in a modest apartment, up special attack, down attack, by the way. A 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. You live in it alone. Uh-huh. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks at you expectantly. Do something alone or do something with the cat? Let's do something with the cat. Like what? Oh my god, there's so many options. What seems like that we can pet the cat, we can play with the cat, we can clean the cat. On second thought. You know what? This cat was just in a box outside. Let's clean it. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising since I just said that. In an alley full of scattered garbage, I just said that for who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean. But maybe this one is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Agreed. Do we get a cute little cat bath scene? Wait a minute. You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be... carefully. You think carefully is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick up the cat and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. Oh my god. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through its cat fur. The cat seems to like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking to you. Try to brush it away, but it doesn't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. What? Is that battle music? You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, you're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Ow! Ow! What? Pain lances through the spot that you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, You see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. You actually feel it now. Fur growing out of the back, your neck, your neck, your back, your pussy, and your crack. Your face. Your eyes. Ew, that would be terrifying. Your tongue. It's even growing inside your throat. As you collapse and start choking on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just a little while longer. The cat carefully grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15, self-care buddies. Ah. That's crazy. Okay, so we no longer have to read all this. We just have to get the cat. Yeah. The only scenarios that we have to start reading is when we click on a new scene, I suppose. I don't know. Let's pet the cat. What else is there to do but pet it to your heart's content? You sit on the floor in your living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. Oh, it's pissed. The cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing into your lap. Poor thing, you just want some attention, don't you? Alright. You carefully pet the cat. A rub behind an ear. A scratch under the chin. A smooth sweep along the back. Good. You keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying the bond together. What is happening here? Alright. You keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying the bonding time together. But the cat starts to get restless after a while. You know what? Let's just keep petting. You're not quite ready to stop. And who's gonna stop me? You feel so calm. The repetitive action soothing your usual overworking mind. You keep petting. The cat leans away from the next head pat. It's trying to get out of your lap. Stop me then! You might be bleeding, but it barely hurts. More than a warning than anything. The cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting the cat. You keep petting the cat. Chomp. The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now. But, for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. The fur is so much softer than you realize. You'd think that it would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all of the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger. The stump between your thumb and middle finger is leaking, but you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp underneath the constant friction from your petting. You think faintly that maybe you've had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat, when a flat... Are we serious? Are we dead ass? Is that my hand? Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. It flops onto your lap beside the cat. The cat claws on its front... What? The cat's claws on its front paws glisten with crimson liquid. You don't... Holy shit. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses. Anticipating the pain as you blatantly watch the cat lick all the bloody palm from your severed hand. It hurts. It really, really hurts. Then, the cat looks up at you, and you feel compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen to you if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, yet now you're being hurt for trying to stop? It defies all logic, but that's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, alrighty then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your abilities. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you die. That's what happens. You die. I mean, this game is interesting. I will give it that. I do like the fact that it's multiple endings and stuff like that, and you really don't have to read anything after, like, this whole beginning portion, like, you don't have to read. Which is sick. The only problem is you do have to read eventually. The cat's like, "Ah, damn, you still haven't learned your lesson, huh?" Yeah. Take us to our modest apartment. Or up special attack, down attack. What if we do something alone? What if we take a nap? We're kind of tired. You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to a responsibility for caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. You head back to your bed, ready for a much-needed nap. Damn it! Whoa! Only for the cat to race right past you through the open door and jump in the middle of the bed. Now, isn't that just adorable? It takes its time kneading at the sheets before it's settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now that your mind is on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch, certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... we know what's gonna happen if we try to move this cat, right? Like, we know that, like, we're about to lose, like, a limb, right? What is this Mulan-ass music in the background, though? Hold on. Hold on. Let's just try to sleep next to the cat. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing the bed, right? You both have had a long day, after all. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyways. Nice. You smile. Sweet dreams. You feel like you've slept for a long time. You feel a warm weight on your back. But you don't see... Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable? You consider getting up. But as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval? Not yet then, okay? The cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into a slumber too. It's night. You want to get up. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? I don't think we're getting out of this bed anytime soon. It's morning. You'll be late for work, but the cat doesn't bulge. You don't even try to get up this time. You just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face. Everywhere. You can't remember your last meal. The last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time, but you feel exhausted, more tired than you think you've ever felt in your life. It's like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches before hopping off of your back. You hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door, its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try. But eventually you do try. You try to prop yourself up on your arms. It's thinner than you've seen it. Thinner than you think it should be possible. Crack! Your arms snap under the weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the sheets. It doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if your nerves have dried up and become as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempts at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your skewered body parts crack and crumble and turn to broken ruins as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view, then poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, bad kitty, bad kitty, bad kitty, that's my chicken pot. You try to say, but you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Just a cat nap. Brother, these are the most tragic ways of, like, dying. And it's just like, maybe I could, maybe just a few more minutes of my nap. See, like, I feel like the cat's getting bored of killing me in all these different ways. Let's do something alone. Let's watch them. What could possibly go wrong if we watch a movie, huh? I just feel like there's no possible way of dying while watching a movie. Like, I'm really trying to think here. And I just can't think of any. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas and make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter and head over to your armchair. Relatable. Only discover that the cat is already napping in it. You frown a little in thought. Your couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure. And you don't feel like pushing it around and having it put back later. The only option you have left is to sit on the floor. Or move the cat and reclaim your throne. This is my house. I'm not gonna let some newbie come in here and show me what I can and can't do. If Papa wants to sit and watch a movie in his armchair, Papa's gonna sit in his armchair and watch a movie. Reclaim your throne. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling in your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from the beginning to end. I wonder which one. Nothing but endless strings of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? Crash! What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes it look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick up everything. Click. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or? Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. Huh? Who's playing with the lights? The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remembered to hold on to the receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. Huh? What was that? You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open up your medicine cabinet. Nothing. There's nothing there. Foolish. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. As you look back in the mirror of the medicine cabinet door to see nothing. Oh, nothing? What the hell? Something was. You know you saw something just now. You know you did, right? You definitely saw something. Are we serious? You rush out of the bathroom, slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. No! 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 You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... just your usual hallway. Haha. You. What? You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something like a little bit more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumble forward, you reach for your chair, but... What are you doing in my chair? It's nothing. At all. Just the cat, sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. Oh, you want to do this again, buddy? What's wrong with my heart? But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly out of the mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Real subtle. There are so many endings in here. 40 endings. There's no way we're gonna finish this. At least today. We might do like 2 or 3 more. We're not reading this because none of this ever changes. So if we don't take home the cat, right? That should be an ending. You are not ready. Excuse me? You are not ready. Oh, wait. This is all a new story. I thought I was just a chocolate bar. Can cats eat chocolate? Chocolate is toxic to cats. Oh, what an unfortunate thing to say right before. Oh my gosh, You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand his innocent, oblivious expression. It doesn't even know that you almost... I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay here. I'll be right back. You leave the alley. You return with a whole fish that you bought. We're buying this thing a whole fish? But it's the least you can do. The cat eagerly accepts your offer, munching happily at the fish after you placed it in the box. You want to smile at the slight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat seemingly pays no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to head back home. I didn't like that noise. What is going on here? Okay. Huh? On the way home, you notice more cats than usual watching from their hiding spots, but you try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know what you nearly done. But it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Right? You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... You look behind you, only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front and... It's you! Oh, it's... Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. It places the chocolate bar down in front of it before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weigh down heavily on your back. But without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Oh, dear mercy. Let's beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, you feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Huh? What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. A fish. Is a flopping fish. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly. And then you throw up another fish. And another. I'm done making the throw up noises. And another. And another. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face. By the time you cough up the final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward, your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride. That you've made up for all your disgusting actions, and that you've been forgiven. The sounds of happy cats munching away on their own fish fills your ears. Then, you feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's the bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have enough strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for pardon. Whoa, we got 6 endings so far? Not bad. Yeah, okay. One more, and I think we're gonna call it for this stream. I really didn't expect a full, fleshed out game. Which is weird. But, like, this isn't off the Steam store. This is the itch.io one. So we're gonna just do the other feed the cat ending. Because I want to see what happens when we, I did not even see what we actually... It's... Okay. Feed the mouse to the cat. What? The mouse knows my intentions. He knows that the intentions aren't pure. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Did he just shake his head no? It weakly starts to struggle. No, please. The mouse is reluctant. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. Oh my god. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happily at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now bloody stained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as cat is, you can't really afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go back home. After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight to your room and collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. What? To squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So loud and constant they sound like screams. In the darkness of your room, you see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. But you cry out twice, or you cry out as twins, lances of pain racing up your legs. Rushing sounds better. You fall off your bed as you attempt to escape. The hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark. You just about make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with your arms towards the door. The mice I can swallow a lot of Godzilla. It's feeling like Godzilla. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin, gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arms heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with the little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop! But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at the moment before sliding your gaze up. The Rat King! The Rat King himself! Oh, praise be the Rat King! In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. That is terrifying. Nor the hatred pouring from them. All of it. Aimed at you. You collapse, head hitting the floor as the other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure that you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you. And in between the moments that blankets the darkness fades out of your vision, you hear something wet plop onto the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Weirdly shaped, red, with your blood and pulsing. And, oh, that's your heart. Isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy. But you also feel anger. Yes. So much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength. When something is soft, slightly damp, and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Well fed. Alright. So that's going to be it for today. We were playing Do Not Take This Cat Home. If you guys do want to see more of this game, let me know down below. Leave a comment, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, turn the notification bell on. And just to remind you guys, we are on 3 different platforms. Sugar Free Penguin on each platform. That's TikTok, that's Twitch, and that's YouTube. But anyways, it's been your boy, SF Penguin, and I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Later!